Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back on Blender today. It's been a long time since we've had a Blender stream. Who do we have in chat today so far? We have Eagle. Hello. Awesome. Blueberry. Hello. Hello. I don't know how to say your name. It's not a language I can speak, but hello to you as well. Let's see. We've got. I just hit 100,000 if we're brain dead from it. Congratulations on reaching that goal. I'm proud of you, and I hope to see where you guys go from here. Blueberry, I live again. Indeed. He lives. I do. Question is, Blueberry the nickname, or did you spell it very wrong? I did that a long time ago before I changed it. Fair enough. Popstar, hello. How are you doing? How's everybody in chat doing? Jackson, hello. So, what we're doing today is I intend to my previous end screen model or end screen scene for my models when it comes to after each part that leads up to the big stage at the end. The way I do it is I record or I render the object or whatever I've completed that part in a spin with a flat color background, and then put that animation file onto a screen for the end screen. And I've realized that I've known this for a while and I just never bothered to fix it, but it's gotten to the point where I feel like I need to fix it. The bright colored backgrounds and the texture on that TV don't mesh well. It makes it very difficult to see what's actually happening on that screen, especially from a distance. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to completely remodel that entire scene and do something completely different. And so instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have a proper stage for each video. It's going to be the same stage for every video, but I'm hoping to get this one looking good, have it looking clean, looking better than the original stage, and possibly even throw in a few elements here and there from previous videos that I've done, such as, for example, the stylized mango model that we did on stream. I might have that on the side, just kind of there. Or the Vanny mask that I have modeled before. That might end up on a wall somewhere or against the wall somewhere, hidden, stuff like that. And that is the goal for today. Honestly, when I set my using Blueberry video, I thought that if I changed Blueberry to Berry, I would avoid copyright, because other people already would name Blueberry. Fair enough. Great choice of music. Thank you. I'm hoping that this doesn't get me in trouble with YouTube. I picked an NCS playlist on Spotify and have that playing. Modeling a new stage, indeed. Music is a bit loud, to be fair. All right, let me turn that down. Let me advance use Spotify. Let's change this down to 5%. How does that sound? Let me know if any audio is off, and I will correct it as need be. Hi stage day, Blueberry. Hello, Glitter, and welcome. Sorry, I got class off to meet you. No worries, Eagle. Thank you for stopping by. Be sure you're doing well in your class today. Good starts. Hello. What are you modeling? Modeling a new stage for my end scenes for each video. No copyright sounds like the music is the same. Why is it the same? Advanced audio properties. We're gonna tank this down. Well, then in that case, let's make a drastic difference right there. How's that sound? And let's turn up my mic. My mic is at 200%. Oh no, that's just the. Oh, all right. Let's change this to be. What about that one? How's that sound? No copyright sounds like the music. It's good, yeah. It's absolutely good. It's the same. You have to change your OBS settings. That's what I've been doing. I'm in my advanced audio properties right now, swapping my audio down. Let's see. Dang it, BRB. Alrighty, Blueberry. Be back in like 15-20 minutes. Alrighty. Good luck with what you're doing. What FNaF stage? It's just a custom one. This isn't a specific FNaF stage. This is just something I'm modeling to be a stage. That feel better? Good. I can actually turn down this just slightly in here too. There we go. Ironically, we have the same microphone, I believe. Oh yeah? I don't actually remember what this one is. Hold on. Let's see if I still have the box. That box is probably somewhere under my bed. I don't want to look for it. There it is. Is that it? That's not it. That's a shock potato. All right. I'm an out. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I just don't know where the box is. Otherwise, I would tell you. And it's not under my desk like it used to be. So it's definitely a Manoa mic though. Who's texting me? No one. Also, I'm not entirely sure how long the stream's gonna be. My sister, who's at school currently, got sick, so she's probably gonna be home soon. And when she gets home, I may have to go look after her and make sure she's all right. So there may be occasional pauses throughout the stream where I go downstairs and make sure she's doing all right. What animatronics are going to be the stage? Any animatronics that I model. This is going to be the display stage. Might be DMG 20. That sounds about right. I can look for it, but I don't want to. So yeah. So let's go ahead and let's get started on the stage. Got my little size reference here. I think I want to bring it out a bit like this. This is a drawing I did just as a reference. I have it sitting here beside me as well on my sketchbook, but figured it's always best to have some sort of actual artwork of what you're trying to do. That's why doing stylized models takes so long, because I have to draw them out first, make sure I know what I'm doing. Let's make own FNaF fan games. Love you, Blueberry TV, who made this FNaF VHS analog horror, but better one. Let's start with we'll start with the stage itself. About there. I have no idea what songs are actually in this playlist, by the way. They're just they're just there. Do like this. Pull this out. That. I'm gonna add a bevel. Just slightly. Stay smooth. And then these two get flattened. I think I need to bring it up just ever so slightly. Ooh. Got myself some Earl Grey tea with me again today. I've been enjoying my Earl Grey. Add a floor so that I know the plane of which things should be on. We'll give this a solidify just so I can see it from the front. This will allow me to put this where this needs to be and ensure that you are on the same. Perfect. The floor. This is the stage floor. Alright. So then I want to add. I think I'll put up the wall first. Let's put up the proper wall. Delete these. Add this, and then clipping the node. And then to about there. A little bit taller. And then we'll do another set. There we go. Then let's take these. What's happening? This way. Thank you. Merge center. This is gonna have to come quite a bit further back, forward, and then I can bring this back. I think I need to make this slightly taller to account for like if Bunny has ears. So do this up just a bit. And I also want to give this a slight bevel, just so that, because there's no such thing as a sharp point in real life. Do this, this, and then geometry, make it not arc. Inner, also not arc. BitDit, hello, welcome. How are you doing today? And then we're gonna take this and duplicate it. The top of this is about right there. And I want to add do it like this. extend this out. About up there. Square that off a bit. And then number 8. There we go. Like that. No, what's happening?
Here comes trouble, putting on a show, like a domino, I fall, another bottle.
Let's try and smooth these out ever so slightly more.
I know you're all that I want, but I don't even know your name. So don't go and leave me lonely, I'll show you another way. And you say it's a
I do this. This should help out some of this geometry, but the problem, so many points from one space. A little bit. Alright, let's, yeah, we're gonna do that. Although, do it. This, probably get a bit more even. Nope, alright, looks better the first time around. Right. And I should probably just make sure I do the same on this side. There's probably a better way to do this, but oh well. Doing good, how are you? I'm doing alright. Bit tired. Haven't been getting the best of sleep lately. But what can you do? And then we can take this one. This. Out a bit more. Ooh.
Stop.
That. Based on my reference here.
Stop.
Ew, excuse me. Sorry, the text messages was happening.
Stop.
There we go. Circle. Create a star.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is
Double it,
ticking,
double
but
it,
there's no time for
slightly.
regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Go
I've
where?
been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes
Star
tonight.
here.
We will fly above the sky. We are heroes.
And I want to mirror it. Like this, no more clipping. Change this to 5. There we are.
Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need
There we
you
go.
to listen, I need you to hear.
Stars.
And don't show any fear.
Hello, how's Blender? Axiom, welcome, welcome. It's going pretty well. We're just putting together the stage here. This is essentially our entire goal for today. It's just to get the stage put together and maybe get some texturing done. It's a bit of a long shot, but we're hoping. Hola, Artista Promido. Welcome, welcome. As another FNaF fan game maker, approve this. I'm glad I get the approval of a fan game maker. I don't make fan games, unfortunately. I do want to learn how to. It's a lot of work and a lot of learning for someone who doesn't have really the time for it, unfortunately. I want to bevel these out a bit. That way it's not so sharp. There we go. Feels better already. Ooh. Here.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all
Move this
around
back
the globe trying to protect
ever so
your
slightly.
soul.
Delete these faces.
The wolf, she cries at night.
I don't really like this.
In the black wind where the shadows lie, deep inside despair.
It'd be better to move this out.
Hearts grow fierce, our minds aware.
There we go. Then I can get rid of these extra random bits. Because we need these. be honest, I feel like if something I'm gonna draw something, probably look for this LB and something that fun. Alrighty, Maxium, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy what you draw. Let's see. This.
It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always quiet before the storm. We are not
Bit like that, maybe. Bit of a divider there. Put in ever so slightly more. And then I think I'm gonna put the posters that World made for me, for their intro video for their Spring Foxy. I think I'm gonna put the Fredbear and the Spring Bonnie posters on the walls here. I think this is a good general layout for this. Let's get a camera set up just so I know what I'm seeing or what I will be seeing. Camera. Item. Station. Oh. This. I think probably something right like that will be perfectly fine. Let's do report display there. Go. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's pull these in ever so slightly more so that I have room for said posters. So we're just gonna stick one here and one here. My neck. No idea if you guys heard that, but if you did, I'm sorry. Alright, so take this, let's rename this to Star. If my caps lock wasn't on, that would be nice. Star. I'm gonna go stage themes. Stage blue. These are the all markers. There we go. And then maybe I can start on the curtains and whatnot. The top of this goes up a bit on my reference because there's curtains that are behind this. That. And also the wall for the same reason. Curtains go behind them. Like this. That should sure these are all even. Those would be nice. 3, 1, 2, these ones. Make sure all my topology is lined up properly. There we go. Alright, and then I can need what I just did. There we go. And then these two get joined. Alright, so need to do this again. Forgot that it doesn't do it on the bottom. Alright. And then line this up as well as I can. But I can take this and get on, which I didn't do. God damn it. Alright, we're mirroring instead. I don't want to do it again. There we go. There we go. Do this. That. Except that. Shading. It does. Ouch. My ear itches. And then essentially everything when it comes to the base modeling, aside from I gotta make speakers because I want to stick those on the sides here. And then there's also curtains I have to do that I want to do here on the side and in the back. And I have to do the clouds in the back and spotlight, which is all gonna be like individual models. So we can probably start with the speakers. So we're going to mesh cube. And I've modeled speakers once before. They weren't the best, but they weren't the worst either. I'm hoping that these turn out quite a bit better. They don't need to be super detailed. Do this, and then I'm gonna take set the cursor here, but I can add a cylinder, which I'm going to cut down on the geometry of. So that I can do a bit of it. Add a boolean. Why did I get... I have streamer mode. See this now. Here we are. apply that. And then bring it back down. Make a smaller one right here. Roughly the same in Boolean. This one. Oh wait. Putting the Boolean on the wrong thing. Alright. Insert Boolean. Delete. And put these in the same spaces. Let's take this a little bit smaller. And a little bit smaller. Move it up ever so slightly. Make sure all of this is the same here. And then, how do I want to geometry this? So then, let's just mirror it. Take this here. Actually, no. You go in here. Nope, not merge. Join. Okay. Join. And then here. Here. This. And this will allow me to do this. Delete all the vertices. And mirror the thing. Welcome back. How did the thing you had to do go? Level. Yeah, read it. Smooth. I knew this was gonna. Oh. There's all these edges.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a
This
blaze,
here.
gotta burn it
This.
down. Can't be afraid to leave this out.
And around this.
This far, don't know how. I see
Oh my.
daylights. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Just like the
This. This. Resolve this. And here. 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 And that will allow me to do some really fucked up topology. Luckily, this is something that doesn't really move, so it'll be fine. It shall be fine. Pretty good? Good, I'm glad. Actually modeling right now. What are you modeling, Blueberry? You can see I'm struggling with my my speaker. Whoa! Join as Those ones. That looks awful. What am I doing? There's that one. Nope. That one. That last. Also, there's that one. Guys, this looks awful. You don't need to lie to me. Delete all these pictures. Let's try this again. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna also connect these ones. Connect these two. There we go. This. That. I don't like this. This is not. This is causing issues. Remaking Freddy? Ooh. How's that going? All the way back to the. We're gonna use all of it. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So then. All of these things. Need 8 of these. So we're going to dissolve these edges. 2, 4, 8. Now those are even. Even Steven. That. Still doesn't look great. What am I doing wrong? That'll have to work. I think that'll be fine. It'll be fine. The model looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to make a speaker, and it's just not really doing what I thought that. My chair is being a chair, and it's not chairing the right. What? Definitely went too far. Right. And then do this. Apply this. And remove this. Dissolve this edge. There. Center. And do and subdivide. Nope. Decimate. Right. Well then, in that case, what? In this case, triangulate, and then unsubdivide. And then start to pause. Nope. What I want is a wireframe. We're gonna put on a wireframe. My subdivision for that. So 0.25. Oh, 25, my bad. Even. To bring this forward. Like that. Well, then calculate. There we are. Open. Shape. I do a cycle maybe. Two point. Oh. Like that. That'll be fine. Delete this vertice. Delete. Nope. Now I want to delete these vertices.
Like you,
Action.
be strong to hold the powers of the sun.
No.
To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
Scale, shape, smooth.
Only one.
The origin to geometry. Up.
Ordinary boy
Scale.
until I broke the rules my life destroyed.
And then do a subdivision instead.
Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How
There we go.
much can I take? My
Speaker cover. Searched a lot of blueprints and things. I don't know why I do. It's fair enough, though. Back from ELA. Welcome back. We're reading Lord of the Flies, and I hate it. Lord of the Flies isn't a bad book, though. I enjoyed it slightly. I always thought that How to Kill a Mockingbird was a better book, in my opinion. I haven't.
fly away. It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
There we go. This looks awful. I'm gonna be honest. It does not look good. I love to kill Mockingbird. It was such a good movie. The book was better. I'm gonna be honest. The book was better. I like Fezzer Frights to be beautiful better. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's me, Cassidy. Hello, hello. Welcome. FNaF Kid, hello, hello. This doesn't look good. Does not look good. Is that Hatsune Miku? Alright. I need Sage Speaker. Need a proper image. Why did it take me to Yahoo? What the fuck, man? Yahoo. Swear to God. You can't make this stuff up. You genuinely can't. Chillax is not caring. Fair enough. Equal. So you should just learn the technique of scaling. Press S, Shift, Y. Yeah, that's scaling it only along one axis, isn't it? Take this. Scale, Shift, Y. Or like you scale it along every axis except for that one. Yeah. Me. Wow. Set that right on down. No. Perfecto. Perfecto. If it took you to Yahoo, just go to Chrome and reset everything in Chrome. Yeah, but I have Chrome set specifically just for the music you're hearing. So every time I open Chrome, it just takes me directly to Spotify immediately. And it's fine. I don't use Chrome for anything else. I use Opera. What was I doing? Speakers. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do these speakers. Mesh. Start with a circle. We're going to start to there it goes. Goodness gracious. I don't know what that was about. Okay, then take this. I need another one like this. If I join these together, the issue now is how do I connect these two? Where's these at? We're just gonna why is this such a pain in the butt? Name of Opera. Can I have this in the background while we model? Alrighty. I always been hearing about the game first and the vengeful spirit, but that's not true. I'm the vengeful spirit. I get it. Trains indeed. I've been hearing more and more theories about why Andrew could actually be in the game series, and I'm just like, just why are you ruining everything that I've known and loved? You know? How do I do that? I need to change this. And if this is, stop doing that. Good. Kind of like that. Screw this forward. Let's delete the face. There we go. Bigger. And then back. The speaker train. The FNaF plot is non-existent. They were just trying to make the plot. Ah, okay. Give me 1 second, everybody. My sister is home. She is sick. So I think my dad may need me to come and check on her every so often. I got rid of my speakers. My speaker references, which should be fine. I'm gonna take these here and this.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Sorry, the FNaF plot is practically dead at this point. The fans feel Steelers are choosing to have to make a plot. You could have just said they're throwing spaghetti at the wall. Tangle spaghetti. Alright. What's happening here? Why are these like this? Calculate the outside. Bevel it. Move on there. Create it smooth. And then instead of fighting with it, what I'm going to do instead is we're going to take these. Oh. Delete these. Delete. There we are. Bring this in like this. And then we will take this, screw this in. Screw this ever so slightly. This. We're going to bring this in. What is happening? Do this way. Do this as well.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
Take these, delete, paste his. Do this so that I can do that. There we go. Subdivide this. Oh, why? What is happening here? Discord is having, or not Discord, fucking whatever this is called, is Blender is having some sort of like huh. Huh. Alrighty then. I'm just gonna take these to the There we go. As women fought the Vietnam War. Oh, okay. Psychopath in a water bath. Psychopath. I think that means psychopath. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Dude, I'm so bad at what automatic wait. Yeah. Automatic mate. English. Automatic wait definitely do suck. I don't enjoy doing them, but there are people out there that do, and to those of you who do enjoy doing it, I say, to what end? To what end? There we go. I'm liking this one a lot better. I'm gonna be honest. Let's take this as well. Let's take that one. One. But first off, origin to geometry. So that I can do that. There's so many. Delete these vertices. Delete these vertices. Add a wireframe. Turn down the thickness to about 0.0085. Add a bevel. That'll be fine. And then let's pull this forward here. Although most of my things don't actually go here. They're kind of flat. So more so like that, if anything. go in here. Yeah, we'll do 2 like that. Take out this. Ooh. This. We'll sharpen this and this. There we go. What I really want to do though is I want to triangulate. Let's triangulate. That's not the right one here. Triangulate, please. Triangulate. Wow, that is one. Look at those patterns. Sonic fan, hello, welcome. Let's see. The reason the Vietnam War was like in the 50s, why would William be a kid then? Why is it child labor? Animation, welcome. Are you so quiet? I'm focused. Sir, I've been in the FNaF fandom since I was 4. I know that he is in Banana. Fair enough. Gonna be here for like 3 minutes or something before I sleep. Alrighty, I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, hi. You know that according to the interactive FNaF book the week before, the White Baby was first called the Big White because they didn't know there was going to be a second White. Ah, I wish I did. I have not seen that book, unfortunately, or read that book. I want all of the books. I actually want more of the books, or like I want the books before I want. Whoa. Aha! Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. If I do that and then 2 flickers. Oh, it hates me. There we go. Now I have the cover I want. Big bite, the small bite, the huge bite, large bite, the short bite, the long bite. Like how World War I was first called the Great War. The war to end all wars. That's what it was called. Yeah. Oh, why are some of y'all's comments disappearing? I think that's just on your end. I'm not having any issues on my side, Cassidy. Yeah, YouTube's just asking for some with devices sometimes. Absolutely, yeah. Microscopic bite. Megabyte bite. Eating. What is he eating? Our hard drive? Wait, where did you go? No wire. There we are. Not the bevel. I want instead subdivision. Smooth. Inset ever so slightly. Geometry. Scale it up ever so slightly. Now we have a proper speaker cover. That looks so much better than the other one did. The y'all's comments. No, why don't you see comments? So back when I was 8 years old in school, there's a class named Lily, and I told her to stay. She wants to shoot the hope. All right. Reload, refresh. Stitch, you do something. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Let's see what you guys are chatting because of the chat thing on the screen. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything else. I didn't do anything. It wasn't even my fault. Why am I getting all the blame? Huh? Not cool. There. Do that and then scale. There we go. My speaker references. Kind of like the not do like this. Instead, having it be that rectangle. Plus, that's easier on frames. Instead, we're going to take these. This. Take these, bring them over. Actually, why is that so uneven? What? Oh, ever so slightly. Let's make it a little bit better. Let's get a separate item. There we go. Yeah. Speaker. And we can take these. Like that. Now the issue is putting what goes in them. Like there's this, which then makes this dead. I can delete this. We can dissolve these edges. That makes life a little bit easier. Like that. I'm back. Good. I'm glad. Welcome back. Now my chat's being all weird. What the hell? You don't know that I'm still 8 years old today because dead people don't age. Fair enough, fair enough. Still 4 monies? How dare you? Why'd you steal 4 monies? Oh no, not the owl. uh, America. America indeed. And then that one goes on top though. Does that mean that goes on top? No. It'll be fine. It shall be fine. Whether or not it is fine shall be determined. Side of there, it just kind of goes. This. Then let's take these. Ah, what the hell is that? This. Like this, and then we can take. I want to bring this out ever so quickly. We're going to do this. That. And then let's flatten out all of this one more. Here we go. I don't know when that was like that. That was weird. Bacon burger McDonald's. Ooh. I want some McDonald's. I'm hungry. I didn't have lunch. I'm hungry. I like McDonald's pickles more than I like their burgers. The Burger King burgers, the Baconator. Mmm. Ooh, so good. Origin there. Mirror it a bit. Perspective. Oh, that is not what I intended. Oh well. There we go. And let's take this one. And set again. Ever so slightly. Goes like that. Want me to cake? Ooh. Great, great. Not sharing. Aw. What about me? Will you share with me? Can I have some cake? What kind of cake is it? I want carrot cake. Carrot cake is one of my favorite types of cake. And I just now realized that links me to Cassie. Love McDonald's? Absolutely. Only like Chick-fil-A? Yeah, but they're closed on Sundays. I think they actually closed down in a bunch of places. selection. Do this one, these two, this one. We can dissolve these vertices. Mirror. We'll actually get rid of one. We can dissolve these edges. Then we can add a subdivision. That's simple. And then add a wire correction. And then try and even it out ever so slightly. That in about 85. Here. And then let's make it ever so slightly thinner. There we go. That kind of means okay, guys, which looks better? All right. Do we like the like this, right, with the open front and then just the simple grate here, or do we like the this? Or do we like this version better with the full mesh instead? What looks better? Migratory E-Girl, I'm going to send you to Ultimate Custom 9. I'm going to call you Migratory E-Girl now, from now on. Ice cream cake? Ice cream cake's good. I tried to make ice cream cake once before, but it got all messed up, and so I ended up, you should be offended because I called you that. How dare you assume I am a girl? I'm joking, I'm an emo. Thank you. How does that relate to being a girl? Yeah, insult me, BRB. Alrighty. Can anyone rip my eyes out with a spoon? Because I saw Afton Lover 1's video and I'm still scarred. Oops. Whoop. First one in my opinion, like the second one better. Ooh. Tough call. That's one for each. One for each. We need one more vote. At least one more vote. One more. Please, one more. Like one? This one? The one that's on here? Oh, I love this song. That means this one's gonna win. Alright. Oh wait, don't mess with that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we don't need. I don't think we need the duffel to be honest. Though, that kind of looks better. All right. We're gonna delete this one then. We're going to P onto transform, and then let's place these down here on the stage. compare them to the human, the user. Yep. Let's go with point 15. Level in here. So with point 05. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, 2. Point 002. Alright. There's that. And it goes on the page. And here. Not going to stick it on the wall, but I am going to stick it relatively close to the wall. Stick it back there like that, I think. Maybe a little bit forward, because we're going to stick curtains back there. I also want to give it another mirror. Duplicate this.
You turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be,
This.
we just traded for a suit coat and
L.
a tie.
Modifiers. Oh, how did I end up clicking that? Alright, oh well. You get a mirror. This. And then you. Mirror. That should be everything. Welcome back. Can anyone recommend me some good ways to torture? Well, do the rat torture? Make him do the rat dance indefinitely.
Take your socks and shoes right off. That natural light is so damn polite. Can make you feel just like you were young
Ugh.
again.
Oh, I don't like that. We're gonna hide this. Oh my god, it did not help.
Standing underneath
Give me 1 second while everything buffers out.
where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild. Underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're shining forward, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. You're shining forward,
Slightly bigger.
it's cold. You must return to the wild.
There we go. Now we've got speakers. Actual proper speakers. Mother of God. I'm sorry. Hey, be nice. Don't be nice. And language. Watch your mouth. You're only 8. You don't appreciate name calling here. No. I'll never forgive you. Be nice. Forgive him. Forgive him. As your reigning overlord, I command you to forgive, to apologize and forgive. Okay, and then so there's the speakers. Let's see, what next? We could probably do the clouds next. Do new. Let's do clouds. My caps lock is on again. Okay, I want a circle. Yeah, 16 will be fine. We'll do 16 up. Nope. And then like this. And I want to mirror you to this. I'm gonna do no merge. Why? Join. And I can delete these two. These. This. Merge center. Merge center. So we're gonna merge this here. Okay. Merge here. Delete. Head. Clipping. I can delete. Right. Delete these. And how do we want it? And then we 1, 2, 3. This and then oh god damn it. Keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know about this cloud. My subdivision. Modify. This music is a little bit too much. Moved. And then bevel. I'm gonna go 4. Let's do geometry. Let's try this one. To be honest, don't like. Delete. Delete. Delete edges. Thank you. Oh geez, I'm so sorry for my non-mature speaking. Shall be fine. Making Nightmare at Charles. Make model animatronic stylized. Oh. Can someone pay for my therapy? I cannot. I am broke. Unfortunately. I can't even pay for new games to play on stream. Once we finish Undertale, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Xerxes. Whoa. I guess that works. The solidify. And then the bevel. Distance, just in case. That'll be fine. Whoa. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to torturing. Alrighty. See you next time. Thank you for stopping by. And language. Be nice. I want to take a moment just to remind you all, if you are enjoying what you are watching and you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out and really shows me that you want to see more stuff just like this. You can also join the description. You can join the Discord from the link down in the description. Down there you can also find my socials, such as my Twitter and my Blue Sky. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Oh, it's Friday. I gotta I forget. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I've got to edit my edit the video for tomorrow. That's right. Found my train of thought. It was a nightmare. Nightmare to find. kind of like that, maybe. Pull these up slightly. I don't like the way that these are. All right.
Let me take you for a ride, dancing with the lights, our hearts beating like a drum tonight.
I do a bit of this. Do this, and then these. Scale. Up.
Let's go crazy, my baby.
What? Right. I don't know what's going on there. Let's not do that. Do this, then do it. All right. Now I've got those back there. Why are the top speakers so small? Because that's like the size it has to be to fit. That's how it is in my reference too. Or in the drawing I did. Make it ever so slightly bigger. Like that. There we go. In the stage, there's going to be the curtains. Lane. Let's do like this. And then like transform, randomize. There we go. That. Let's add a subdivision. Smooth. Let's try that again. But instead, do this. These ones will now mesh, transform, randomize. And then subdivide. forward a bit. There we go. I've got the upper curtains now. Do like this. This one's going to go slightly behind these. And that goes down to there. Goes about there. And then mesh, transform, randomize, quick favorite. Like that. And right there. Smooth. Subdivide. And that's on the other side. I don't know if it's pulling that to the top. Maybe like that. Yeah, that does it. That's hidden, so that'll be fine. Oh yeah, I need to give these both notified. Put this up just a little bit more. Up these modifiers. Yeah.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of
The
the
right
ocean,
about
can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions?
like that. There we go.
Too great to be landed. Way too great to be standing.
How did you make those curtains? It's just a plane. Hold on, here, let me take a plane. Up. Just brought it up, rotate, and then scale it to what I need it to be. Say it's like this. Apply my scale. And then I go into edit mode, and I control R, do loop cut, a grand many. Right, make sure those are still selected. Go up here to mesh, transform, randomize. and then set your normal to 1. That way, like, it stays within the same line still. And then you can just increase the amount that it is, and then change how it looks to speed here. Uh, and you can make them all same or different. And then, oops, I hit my desk. Oops. And then once you do that, you just exit out of that, and then you add a subdivision, smooth it out, see it smooth, 1 or 2, doesn't really matter. I usually just do 1 and then add a solidify if need be, and then duplicate this, move it down below, and then just smooth those out. Now we have curtains. I also take these, make sure proportional editing is on, scale along the Y. That way they are pretty much along the same line. Also class simulation. Yeah, there's that too. I think doing this the way I just did it though for this scene works better though. Of course, I could probably, like, if I were to add animate or ambient life or whatever, I would pin these tops here and then add a cloth simulation. That way they just kind of dangle, but I don't really see the point in that, at least for now. Let's do this, bring it back. Actually, we'll do a completely separate, a new one. A, we'll do a plane. This. This. Bring these a little bit lower. A little bit of differentiation. Differentiate. Yep. Whatever that word is. And then we're going to randomize. Ever slightly. And divide it. We're going to do full L. I wish it was actually, doing what it's supposed to do. That. But it's not. Don't understand that. Oh well. Do this for this one. Up as well. There we go. Bring this forward a little bit. This one I'm just going to mirror across the side. Bye-bye. Alrighty. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you had a fun time. I think that's pretty much all of the curtains sorted. I want to, though. What is with this 2014 Roblox backdrop? See what this one is. There we go. What are we thinking so far? How's it looking? You guys seeing the vision? I want to put spotlights up here, like the back, as backlighting. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do in terms of front lighting. I'll probably have lights down here, aimed up. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, I think that's what we'll end up doing there. Honestly, I think the camera needs to move forward a bit, which is kind of sad, considering that I was hoping to have enough space here on the side to put the posters that World made, the Fredbear and Spring Bonnie one. I feel like it's good. I want to try and make sure that's even, but at the same time, it's really not giving me what I want it to give. That kind of maybe. I don't want it so super close though. I want to be able to see the details of it. And I was thinking about trying to make like a table here and here. Right? And in terms of like Easter eggs from previous videos, maybe put like mangle right here, stylized mangle we did. And of course those two posters would have been another thing. But I don't entirely know how I'm going to end up doing that. Bring these up a bit. Nope. Nope. Not what I meant to do. The loose parts. Origin geometry. Some ever so slight change there. There we go. Or does that make it feel slightly lopsided? It's just fair enough that it feels completely unfair. I think that'll work. I think it'll look better once I put up the light, because that'll fill up a lot of that empty space. Extreme ritual. If you focus on any one part for too long, you're gonna find it. That's just the truth with any sort of project. You never want to focus too long on one section, because you'll end up finding things that you absolutely hate. Uh, and then you will spend hours on that one section, and that is, the bane of any artist existence. You never want to fall into that hole. Looks so good. Good, I'm glad. Glad you like it. If I want to animate those curtains, how would you do it? It would end up being shape keys. Yeah, mainly shape keys and cloth simulation. Zoom out a bit from the camera and you should have room. I know, but if I put like a character on here to do that, I want the focus to be the character, right? So let's say, for example, I put like Fredbear onto here, right? I want him to be the main star, the main focus. Right? And if I have the camera zoomed out too far, right, let's say like here, it kind of, you fill up. There's a lot of empty space that isn't actually the focus. So I want to have the camera close enough so that you know what you're focusing on, right? The center of it, without filling the eye and the mind too much with everything else around it. Because like I said, the focus is the stage, right? So the stage should take up like the majority of of the shot, which unfortunately doesn't leave much room for much else, if anything else. To animate cloth, you would need to pin the top of the cloth, add a cloth modifier, and use a shape key to animate the opening and closing of the curtain. Right. Which is how I open it and close it. It's a complex process. You need to use shape keys for that. Right. It's definitely a complex process, but it's not something that that is impossible. It could be done. I could do that. I just don't really want to, is the thing. I'm not entirely sure how the animation sequence for the ending scene is going to go yet. If I want to have it just like I normally do, where it's just fade out, fade in, and then the stage is here, and then they start spinning. Or if I want to have it so that the things open, and then they start spinning. I don't know if I want to change it so that the character on the stage is animated while they're spinning. There's a bunch of things that I am taking into consideration here. Another idea I've played with in my head when it comes to the stage or the sequence would be a fade out from the time lapse, and then have it so that the fade in on this is actually the camera lifting up from the floor and looking at the stage instead. Yeah. Here we already Bip Bip. Mangle could be on the ceiling. She's known for crawling on the ceiling. Yeah, that is true. She could be up here on the ceiling. I was half thinking of having her like she was just like torn apart and set on the floor here. Like the kids got to her. But having her like dangling here would be cool. I don't actually remember if I put wires on Mangle. Let's take a second. Let's go visit that file. Let's visit that file. And let's go with this one. There we go. Hit copy. Stylize Mangle. File. File. Open the new one. There we go. Okay. So first make it so that why is everything so wow. This is before I started actually doing work. Wires, all of these. There. Okay, so what is this? I don't think I gave this. Oh yeah, the head has some wires. And the leg. I see. Okay. So I was thinking I could end up putting like the wires hanging down. I forgot that we had this fixed Mangle. Forgot about this one. Let's take your armature. Clearly using forms. Misty form is a good way to animate wires. Yeah. You could use springy bone. Yeah. Let's see. If I want to take this plane, I can get rid of the backing as well. There. This is the ceiling now. Let us put Mangle. Rotate 180. Then right, please. Hello. This one? Well, then what's that? That's the foot. Oh, I know what that is. That's the step. I see. Okay. It's been a while since I've worked with this one. You're gonna have to excuse me a little bit. Wait. No point in rotating that. Thing here. I am excited to see how they're gonna end up making Mangle walk on the ceiling in the new movie. I am very intrigued by how they're gonna end up doing Do you have a pull target? I don't think you do. No, you do. Where is it though? This one? I think I just had. These two are the arms. This one's an arm. These are the legs. I have a full target. Where is it? Aha! Found it. Nobody panic. I found it. We do this. Move it this way. Like this. Then we can take this one. I'm going to remove these. We don't need the copy rotations on them. They're useful for organics. I don't know why I still put them on not organics. This, and then I can take these, stick them on the ceiling. This. This. I think I would want to rotate this so that that was also touching. But then that makes the not touch. Okay, so in that case, we're just gonna do a bit of this. This out of the ceiling as much as possible. Curtain opening would be cool. Let's see. Use fixed mango and have her deactivated on the stage in static pose. Yeah, like in the back halfway the curtain repairs. That's true, but the puppets and CGI, absolutely, yeah. The issue with that is that there's a wall there. There's gonna be a wall in that back there, and she would end up taking up the space of the characters that are being showcased, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I don't think that would work. We're gonna have it this way.
It's like a glitch I can't control. Someone's fucking with my dough. Kinda voodoo shit, you know. You won't find me tongue-tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous. Losing what they taught us.
That one.
Gotta tread real cautious. But I go back to default. I go back to default. I go back to.
I feel like this one would be fine to have the copy rotation because it's just a simple thing. This can't reach the so
It's like a glitch I can't control. Someone's
could have it resting up here like this, or it can be hanging down.
This stuff makes me nauseous, losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious. I go back
Like that.
I go back to default. I go back to default.
This,
I go back to default.
and then you.
I go back to
Here. Maybe I'll have you upside down. Look at that. Has anyone seen the new anime cat movie Flow? I haven't yet, but I plan to. It looks good. Hang down looks good? Good, I'm glad. Oh, there's a whole other arm here. Completely forgot about. I should do the rest of the toys in this kind of style. Genuinely.
I'm upset sometimes. I get drunk some nights. I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tense. I know when you've had enough. Yeah, that's how I show my love.
Be like that. End up rotating this down ever so slightly. Would you guys want to watch me do the rest of the toys in this style? Please get it outward. Rotate this. Glitch Sparks, hello, hello. Ever looking at where you put the spinning model for the showcase? I could do that. If I wanted to add the like the ambient movement as well, I could animate her to like be twitching ever so slightly. I do love that style from Angle. Cool. I would, yeah, sweet. Yeah, it would look cool. Yippee. Hello, Mangle. Yes, we are tweaking with Mangle for a second, just to see what kind of pose we can put her in for the, like if we put her in the, where the stage is, as like a reference to stuff, to previous models I've made. Gene. closed mouth on that one because he's upside down. Man, I forgot how painstaking this mechanic was. I think in the end, I wasn't even able to get this working properly. Okay, so you are these eyes. I don't know what's happening here. With that one, but are you aimed at top or bottom? Looks like you are aimed at the that one, which means I need to that. There we go. That works enough. And then try and line up the same thing here. Rotate this. There we go. Here be already. Another really weirdly. All right. I think that's decent.
We like to think we have some form of control still, making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly. Most people can't even decide.
Hey, would you have to make a toy box? I already made a toy box.
Does it matter,
See?
man?
I made the thick version of Mangle.
Autonomy is an illusion.
Is she gonna be for a game? No. I unfortunately don't know how to make games, and so I don't make games.
Autonomy is an illusion.
You can use the track constraint and use it as an empty tab while I just model of the track. Yeah. That's what I have. I have these here. They're on separate ones though, because I deem them separate personalities. So yeah, I'm thinking of probably bringing Mangle in. Let's see what other characters or things do I want to bring in. If I open a new one, I could probably put the new plush trap chaser in there somewhere, but that would have to wait until after he finished being showcased, because it'd be weird to have two of them. Oh, I forgot I was working on this guy. I think I'm gonna restart him. This was my stylized Shadow Freddy I was working on stream though one day. But I think I'm gonna restart him. Do him a bit different. Let's see. I could bring in.
Autonomy is an illusion.
I could bring in this. the Vanny mask I did. I plan to bring this in as well.
Autonomy is an illusion.
I was meaning like a toy version of Foxy, not a fixed withered version. You mean like a red toy Foxy, and not a mangle, not a fixed mangle. Ugh. Yeah, maybe. Definitely, that would be something to form. English, please. Like, my God, I am struggling. I've always liked this Vanny mask that I did. I'm like extremely proud of it. Little details on the. This whole mask was hand painted too. I did this on computer. I don't think I could make another one of these if I tried. I genuinely don't think I could. Let me tone down the dirt and here's where I'm. File. Let's open. What other ones could I do? I could do the Foxy mask. I have a couple different variations of these masks. I've got this this non-stylized one. Sometimes the word just don't want the word, you know. Absolutely, yep. I've got this non-stylized version of the Foxy mask, and then I also have, if I open, I have various stylized versions as well, like this one, for instance. I also have Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica as these masks as well. If I open, I can show you guys these ones as well. So here's Freddy. All my textures are gone, apparently. And then, let's see, open. Chica. When I was making this one, the person I showed it to, this was their least favorite, I think. They absolutely hated it. I don't really like it either. It looks so gross. Not a favorite. Open. Let's save. And then we have Bonnie as well. You can actually, these guys are in the intro for the Plush Trap Chaser stuff as well. All these stylized masks are on prizes on that prize counter. I'll open. The stylized Foxy mask would look cool. Ooh, maybe. We'll have to see. I don't know how much space is going to be available for all of these things, you know. That's the only problem with it. Fun fact, I have a Foxy model I made that I never actually showcased. You guys get to see it here today. I need to make these accessible. Change the armature. The stick. There we go. Head feels a little big. Oh, yeah, I have a Foxy here. He's fully articulated too. Oh, all right. This apparently was before I realized lock location. But he also with the endo jaw in there as well. Ooh, sucker time with him. Let's very quickly. Apparently, I just didn't lock that one. That was it. The eye patch also opens. Yes, he has his eye. Although in FNaF 1, he does have his eye, but in Help Wanted, he does not. You have to give it back. Casing. You have the info for it as well. The head is really big, I feel like, and that was because I was following the actual references I had. And his head feels kind of big there too. The proportions are a little bit off, but you know. Hi, Eagle. Welcome back. We're just currently going through a bunch of different models to see which ones would be good to stick as like little Easter egg thing in the stage scene. I was just showing chat the never before seen Foxy model that I did. I also did a Pirate Cove, where I was working on a Pirate Cove. Which looks surprisingly well. Surprisingly good, if I do say so myself. I forgot this thing existed. I'm back. Welcome back. Just about to get ready to draw. Ooh. What you trying to draw there, Eagle? Anything interesting? File open. Let's see what some other things are that I can do. I have the head of a proper mangle. Just the head, because I never actually worked on or finished it. Not texture, just a head from that I did on stream. It was just something I did on stream for one thing. Open. I have anything else that would really go in there? I mean, I never actually did a roll bit. I have Ennard. I can put Ennard, but I don't think I really want to use Ennard. I do have the Into the Pit Spring Bonnet. I was gonna start a character sheet. Ooh, what kind of character sheet? For who, rather, I should say. Ooh, I don't know where I would stick this though. If I did have, like if I did put this somewhere. Ouch. He just kind of, like, I love him. He's one of my favorites that I've done. but I don't know where I would stick him at all. Open. I have Jackie that I've done. Missing her casing. I could stick Jackie somewhere. I have her bot too. Oh, well, rather, I have the broken version. Um, why is the casing visible? Fingers. There we go. My OC Lewis, he is cute and 6-year-old, but literally and in the world I made it. Ooh. Yeah? Yeah, what there, Popstar? Putting Jackie in or what? He's not. Window. That should be in. Sure. Let's be on. Oh, and impress, please. Thank you. I genuinely forget that I make some of this stuff sometimes. That jaw does not connect at all. That is not the proper point of bending. Also, the wiring is not connected via hooks. Why is that? Connected to this. That's something I would have to fix. Also, I don't know why the eyes are. The eyes don't really matter because of that, but the actual endo has eyes, so that's why that has that. Yeah, Jackie. I think I have her in her box somewhere too. If I file open intro, so where is it? Right there. It's just the box though, apparently. Completely rigged. The only issue is that I could never figure out how to make it so that these only go so far. I couldn't figure it out. I have Jackie in the scene occasionally poking out of the box in an animation. Ooh. Well, the animation for the spin of the animatronic is about 216 frames, which makes it about 19 seconds, I believe. Not 19, 9 seconds. So that's not really enough time to have her jumping out of the box repeatedly. file. Open. Let's go to this one, this one. Whoa! I think that's there. Okay. This one I like. This one. The only issue is this is where I started realizing that if you make things too small in an animation, I can't figure out the camera setting for like real life size, right? Every time I end up trying to make it so that everything is like a proper size, it just ends up looking like it's AI generated when I render it. And it's awful. I can't figure out the camera setting to fix it. Oh my god, the FPS in this one. Oof. Let's just get rid of all of this for now. Ooh. Still a little bit. 50. That's a little better. I got to get rid of all of the details, but this was the intro for the Jackie series. I hid Jackie's casing. Yep. Wonk. Back your endo. Back the rest of it. Yeah. You use limit rotation constraint limit rotation. Right, but I wasn't able to figure it out. I was trying it over and over again, and it just wasn't working the way I was hoping it would. See if I can. Let's bring open that box again. Okay, so if I go constraint, I go in constraint, limit rotation, and then I want it to move along. Technically, it's Z axis. The minimum. Although, would it end up being? Nope, not X. Not Y. Would it be Y? Okay. Minimum would be -90. And max would be. Let's control this. I don't know why I wasn't able to figure this out. I feel so dumb now. Oh. And then to avoid flipping, we have to go there. But that's not how it's going to go here, which is I go to we'll go 45. I feel so dumb. It's max you want to leave. You want to leave minimum alone, but the minimum is where it is, like this section here. This is where it closes. Add another notification. And
Face to face, I found my pain.
already
The
done.
lies and broken dreams. Lost the
That should
love
be
I
focus
had in me. It tore me apart.
then would be
Fade away. I felt so lost, but I held on
there
to
we go.
what I had. For what it's worth, if you're feeling low, just know that you can. Yes, you can. There's life in love that you hold. Rise above and
Why does it go that way? What? really? That's not going the right way. Why is it going that way? What's happening here? Next to the amount it's allowed to rotate, the minimum is starting. Okay. When it's allowed to go to. We'll hop off for today. Have a good night, afternoon, morning, lunch, breakfast, dinner, night, afternoon tea. Thank you. I hope you I hope you enjoyed your stay, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you for stopping by. Point it's allowed to go, but I'm not able to. It's going the wrong way.
This one for the person who feels alone. This one for the hero who has no home. This one for the one who lives.
It's going the wrong way.
Changing better days. Pick your head up. Keep on fighting. Living, loving. Make your mind up. If you want it, take it. Fly away. Soaring high above the clouds.
Have the end tab open. Copy the max rotation. Okay.
Hear the
See.
voices calling out.
So, first things first, I'm going to get rid of it so that I know what. So max, I want to be about right there. Call it right there. And then copy the max rotation you want. And that is this one. Alright. And then bone constraint. Limit rotation. Leave D. Yeah, but then it's still not going. What's happening here? I'm so lost. Now copy the minimum, which should be where it's at right now. Button. Very well. What's happened? Okay. So if I do that and then back to zero. Right, that's what I want. This is the minimum. We want limit rotation. What's the axis it's rotating from? It is on its Z axis. If the bones placed in bone axis. Right. But it's on its Z. Place? What? Oh, okay. You were correcting your typo, I see. So what do I do next now? Make a bit more tea. Once we figure this out, I'll probably end up calling stream just because I am tired and I am hungry. So the video is really blurry. I have it set to the highest I can. Let's see. Ooh. I don't know what that's doing on your end, but let's see the settings. Are you looking for which setting? The armature setting the bone constraint settings, or what do you need it for? Builder, hello, welcome. Do I need, so I click Z, right? Because that's what it moves on, right? And then I'm assuming it would have to be local space, because that is so that it's the same no matter where it is. Right? The minimum I want is 0. The maximum I want is that. But now it's not moving. Question: did you make models or did you get them? I make them. I make all my models. What's the setting on the limit rotation constraint? The settings we've got. I set it to Z, right? Minimum 0, maximum negative 0.8, which is what I want. The order is default. Effect transform and legacy behavior are turned off, and owner is local space. And influence is 1%, or like 1 is set to 1. Use R to rotate. I am using R. It's not working. Rotation is not working. It all has to be local space. It is, yeah. Everything that's here is like if it has something on it, then it is set to local space. I just can't figure this out. That's why I didn't use it. It just wasn't working. FNaF Kid, welcome back. Hello. Like even if I do it on this one, I limit rotation, have it be Z, make sure it is open, and then have it be this instead. Nope, it is moving ever so slightly. It's working on this side. Okay. 130. Let's try swapping these out. We'll go 130. Nope. Get out, and then the minimum or the maximum be 0. Now it's working. This is confusing. I figured it out. I figured it out. Use R and FPV active. Yeah. I figured it out. Ooh. It just had to be opposite, I guess. Because this side is proper with the minimum and maximum, but this side has to have it opposite, with the minimum being the maximum of the other side. That was confusing. But now that I've got that sorted out, then maybe yeah, I might put Jackie in there. What did you miss? Not very much. We're just going through a bunch of the different models that I've made to see which ones I should and could put in the stage scene as like Easter egg stuff. Let's see. I have entered stuff. This was one of the first models we did on stream. I can do like the mask I could take, maybe. I've never really liked how I ended up doing the fingers. never never really liked that. This was another one that I could probably put the limit rotation on, to be honest. Same with like these here, because these are also on a thing. Ooh. So I could take probably his mask. That would be the only thing I took from him. Maybe his mask and his button, and possibly a spare eye.
Fallen one too many times. Feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one.
But I'm not super sure.
Try to leave myself
File. Let's go open something new.
place,
Let's
not to
see.
stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to
And then of course I also have my unwithered stock, right?
fake it.
So I have like
We had was sacred. It's all lies,
my Bonnie,
in the night.
which I've taken the hands from many times because he's one of the best hands I've done in a while. And I also have it. I have a withered Bonnie here too. I did. This was one of the earlier FNaF models I've done. This was the first FNaF model that I did that just actually blew up. Blueberry, welcome back. His hat, yeah, definitely his hat.
Funny how the tables turned. Didn't think I'd go this far, but here we are, the end. Now you're just a lesson learned. A slowly fading memory, so I can breathe again.
And then I also, of course, have opened. Don't save. I have Unwithered Chica as well. I think is this one. I never did end up doing Unwithered Freddy or Unwithered Foxy. I have an Unwithered Freddy model like file set up and everything. Like I started it and I just hated it. And so I never completed it and never actually did it. Or like finished it and put it up.
I've seen you. I've patrolled these empty thoughts before, but I'm fixed now on the cure. I'm holding on to the lost rock on the mountaintop, and I'm begging for your love. Do you remember?
I really like this Chica. I'm proud of this Chica. Especially for being such an earlier model. Right. Definitely I have high regards for this one. I like this one. Infinite still plays. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I would be able to add anything from these two though, aside from maybe like the cupcake. I could take the cupcake, but I'm not too sure about that one. File, open. And of course, I have one of my oldest models was this one. do that. Light there.
I've seen better days, but the summer's just sleeps away and I'm eager for its break.
This is something I want to remodel. Definitely want to remodel. And just because, like, I don't really like how he looks. Like, he's decent. Certain angles are decent, but I don't really like him all that much. And I definitely want to remodel him anyways, just because he was one of the first models I actually did on the channel. So it'd be cool to do like a Spring Bonnie modeled however long it's been later. Let's see. I did do an endo. Are these? Be the most uncomfortable thing to wear. He doesn't even have fingers. He doesn't have actual like finger endos. But each of these were opposable. Oh. Each piece. You know, the cupcake should sit on the speakers? Absolutely, yeah. Don't you have a Vandy model too? No, I don't. I attempted to make one, and I was quickly reminded why I never made one before. It just genuinely looks so bad. Allow me to show you all just how bad it looks. Let's see, where's my Vanny? This one. This one. Yeah, I was not having a good time with it. I was struggling so much with the feet. I didn't even want to start messing with the body and stuff. So I didn't. Open, don't save. I don't want this on my screen any longer. I do have my OCs as well. Like Rosie, that I do kind of want to put somewhere. Another case of the head feels really big compared to the body spot. I turn off the relationship lines. Thank you. And of course, she does have a broken version as well. She has her guitar. That was also fully rigged. Took me forever. Each key individually is posable. And she does have a shattered version too. If I open, I always loved her shattered version that I did. You could do it over again. This time use the multi-res modifier, sculpting the body and fixing it. I'd like to watch you make or finish the body model. I would love to be able to model the Vanny model. I do hope to get the Vanny model done eventually, but I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready to tackle the hurdle that is organic modeling. At least not until after I do a few like animatronics that are more organic, um, like showbiz style Freddy, right? Stuff like that. And then I'll go back to that. Working on the raffle winner, uh, the pants of Freak Show, who was, I believe, if I remember right, is Eagle Ghosty, if I remember right. The pants on that one were a nightmare to try and sort out, but I did get them sorted out, and it gave me a little bit of confidence when it comes to working on other models that have a bit more of stuff like that. So I think once I actually end up doing like showbiz style Freddy, um, as like a video or a stream or whatever, I'll go back to Vanny. I'll go back for Vanny. But otherwise, for now I'm not ready for it. Just not ready for it. Well, I'm back. I just had to get my audio fixed. Alrighty, welcome back. Maybe look at a few concepts and draw a super design for the Vanny model. I fully intend to. Before I go back to Vanny, I'm fully gonna draw it. Just so I get like a feel of the way things have to go. But we're gonna do our best when we get there. For now, though, we're not there. Absolutely not there. But I do want to stick Rosie, or like a part of her, something somewhere. Let me go. She was one of the first OCs that I genuinely made. I did Amy, of course, who was my very first FNaF character I ever modeled. And she was my original character. Open, save. Let's see. I also have Ruby that I did on stream, who was, if I remember right, styled to look more like if the fun times were in the past, but still kind of felt futuristic. I think one of my favorite parts about Ruby, though, was the battery. I felt, or not the battery, but like I think these were batteries. But I liked sticking the music box and the batteries, and this became something I did with pretty much every model. If I have space, and if I remember, I end up sticking like the music box or like battery pack. And of course, she has a violin. Who wouldn't love her? Let's see. What's her upgrade that Freddy gets for shattering her? I believe, if I remember right, what I wrote down was that Freddy would get her, like her hearing mechanism, not her ears, but like the part inside the ears that would allow her to hear, like incoming threats or whatever. Like she would be able to hear, like the reason she had it was to hear guests and whatnot through walls and through like from other rooms to make sure that she was prepared to tell like staff bots this guest needs this before they even came in. That kind of stuff. He's the part that Freddy would get as an upgrade for her getting shattered in the scene. I don't actually think I ever modeled the actual part. I think she was just she just has a head. Let's see, Ruby. She also had the mask. I really loved the ears that I did for her, for Ruby. Designed so that they could switch around. Apparently, it's none of the above. And now she's got ears going up. I like this style of model that I did. I'm working on another OC on the side here. Maybe I'll end up modeling that one. Who knows? Let's open another file. I think that's pretty much everybody I have modeled. Aside from like Adventure Nightmare Foxy. He was a really early model. And of course I have Amy. I have her very first model, but then I also have her most recent model, which would be this one, I believe. And I never liked the tail on this one. That was my biggest problem with it. But I would definitely end up sticking her like her head or something in there. Just a piece of her. Because she was the main reason I actually started learning to do Blender. Ooh. Well. Now that we've gone down my my history, let's go back to the stage. Don't save. Go back. Let's go back to new stage end screen. Those are my rabbits. Right here. There we are. Now we're back. The tail, you can use a mesh deform to make the hair deform properly. I know. I learned that recently when I was working on Jackson's model, actually, because they had a glam rock, I believe. If I open, you can go there. Jackson, done. But I did end up using a proper deform here. And I also I figured out individual origins as well, so that I could actually yeah. I figured it out eventually. Maybe I will remake Amy again for the fourth time, so that I can actually have a proper tail and use all of the different techniques I've learned over the several years. You had a private playlist for my videos? Oh? I don't know if I should be concerned or if I should be highly what's the word? Proud, I think is the word. Take it as a compliment. I do my best to try and put all of my videos into their own separate playlist. So like this VOD is gonna end up in its own playlist, and every stream that we have working on this stage is gonna go into that playlist. That is, if there is another one of these types of streams when it comes to the stage, um, I might end up working on this on my own time. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. Easier for me to find them in there. Fair enough. Well, we have been going for about 3.5 hours now. We made somewhat decent progress when it comes to our actual goal here. We got the stage set up pretty much completely. We got the speakers done. That was what took up the most of the time, was just getting these speakers. But we're essentially finished. I say finished, but we're nowhere near done. When it comes to actually putting stuff in here, I need to put up spotlights here in the back. These will be the backlighting for whoever is being showcased here. And then I also need to do the ceiling, figure out what I'm doing for the ceiling, as well as front lighting. I think I'm going to put a little stage light here in the front when it comes to the front lighting. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to very quickly though. This. That way I am able to create the lip here on here. Like that. That'll be fun. That allows for a black trim. There we go. We got to do that. I want to model some tables and chairs, I think, to put up here in the front, in the foreground, just off the side here. Not taking up any space here, but to show that this is in fact an actual room that would normally be filled with people. I want to try and plan out where I'm gonna stick any of the Easter eggs that I end up doing. I think I would end up putting the stylized mangle will go up here in this corner. I think you guys can see my mouth, but I am not entirely sure. When we delete that playlist, well, don't. No, that's perfectly fine. Those videos are out there for people to see, so right, like it's perfectly fine. I just didn't expect it. I guess I don't know. I guess it's just now really dawning on me that my videos are actually, some of them can be a little bit popular, and some of them are used to help people learn the same way I used other people's videos to help me learn back before I even really took YouTube seriously. And I guess it's just that realization is just like I'm both impressed with myself and like glad that it's out there for people to see, but at the same time it makes me a little bit nervous, I guess. Like, granted, I'm still a very small channel in the grand scheme of things. I'm still very, very small. But the fact that I am where I am and that people do the things that they do when it comes to liking my content is just, I don't know, it's wild to me, because I never thought I would be here. It was always a hope that I would be here, but I never thought I would actually make it, being able to sit here and drink tea while I model in Blender for you all. Never thought I would be here. But I think, since I don't actually know if you guys can see my mouse, I'm gonna take, not that one, delete. we're gonna take a cube. Pretend this cube is my mouse. Let's actually let's take this forward. Even smaller. There we are. This this cube is my mouse. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick Mangle up here in this corner, right? And I want tables, chairs to be kind of off to the side, like right here on this corner and over here on this corner, I think. And then if I were to take the cupcake, I think the cupcake would be over here. I'd stick it on this this speaker. If I took the Vanny mask, maybe I would lean it up against the wall right here, I think. Maybe I would take the Fredbear and Spring Bonnie poster and stick them up here. You'd just see the bottom of them, unfortunately, but maybe I could stick them there. And still have that look nice. If I took, let's see, what else were we thinking of? I want to take a piece of Rosie and stick that in here somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I could take her hand and stick it here. Same way that like Glamrock Chica's hand is on the stage in Health Wanted 2. Maybe I'd stick that like on the stage here. I could take Ruby's violin. I could lean it up against the wall here. When it comes to Amy, I feel like the best thing I could take from her would be her bow. The big bow she has on her back. And I would have to find a place for that. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I do want to stick a piece of Amy in here. I just don't know where or what. Or if I want to wait and then remodel her and then stick a piece of her in here. That way it's, up to date. But I'm not sure. Yeah. Take the Ennard hat as well. Stick it on this side of the speakers if we really wanted to. This side. Trying to get back into modeling. Yeah. Well, I hope to see whatever you come up with. And the quality is blurry, internet issues. I don't know if it's on my side or not. That's the issue. That's the main issue. But while I plan out this stuff in my free time, I'm happy to say that our setup right now looks almost exactly like my drawing does, and that makes me happy. It means things are going right, and I know how to draw. I need to make sure I add trim too. I keep forgetting to add trim. Next stream will hopefully be on Monday. We will be I think it's gonna be our last Management Wanted Minecraft Monday. We will be finishing up putting in the ceilings and the lights in the pizzeria, and then we will be building the facade that is the FNaF 1 movie facade. And then we'll be finished until the FNaF 2 movie comes out, at which we will return for a couple of episodes to build the FNaF 2 pizzeria. But that series is coming to an end, and after that, World and I will be starting our Dino Park series. It is a modded Minecraft series that will be consisting of us going and finding dinosaur bones and converting them to DNA and building ourselves our very own Jurassic Park type theme park with our own dinosaurs and everything. And I hope you all will enjoy that. Please stay tuned for that. Absolutely. We've been working hard on this mod pack. We've got it pretty much completely sorted out, and we're hoping to do this well. Ooh. Wednesdays will be Undertale. I did finish that boss fight on my own. I didn't realize that I only had like 2 more turns in that boss fight. I really thought it was going to be way longer, but I did finish it, and I got that ending, So next time we play, we'll be trying to do the true genocide route, because apparently I did it wrong this time around and did not kill every monster. So we're gonna do our best to actually kill it, kill everybody this time around. The playlist is okay. Just want to be sure. Yes, the playlist is perfectly okay. But yeah, and the next Friday is still whatever I feel like doing that day. It may be this blender again, or it could be a game or something like that. So we'll see. But I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did, remember like and subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord down below if you'd like to do that as well, and you aren't already there. You can find my socials down there as well, so be sure to drop a follow over there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.